Have you ever felt like you're chasing a version of success that isn't even yours? A dream that you never truly wanted? Imagine yourself sitting there, lying on your deathbed, knowing that you lived a life and you chased something, but it wasn't what you truly even felt success was even like. This is the reality of many people. But this happened not even because you lacked ambition. You were following a script that wasn't even yours. Today, I want to shine the light on social media success. Kids with Lambos, expensive watches, private jets, everything. What is actually going on behind the scenes? By the end of this video, you're going to understand what goes into all the lifestyle content that you are always consuming. You're going to find out how to actually gauge success for you, and you're going to find out how to actually achieve that success that you truly desire. Nowadays, it doesn't even take much doom scrolling to see success and wealth on full blast. Kids on private jets, Rimowas, supercars, literally the whole ordeal. And it starts to make you question yourself. You start to see all this success and people just throwing thousands of dollars on dinner plates, whilst you are wondering if you're going to make $1,000 this week. Truth is, a lot, but not all, of the success that you actually see on social media, it's not even true. It's actually just false. A lot of this is done for a certain reason though. It can be just to boost an ego, to portray this sort of lifestyle, to make you to want to buy a course or any other mentorship program. But it can also be just to get engagement, followers, likes. Rented cars, finance trips, and credit card statements at the end of all of this is what's actually behind the scenes. Some of the times, these people aren't actually paying everything in cash or living the lifestyle that you truly think that they are. But of course, they don't want you to know this, because if they do, then their success and their wealth isn't so great. That's why people try and portray themselves as more successful or more wealthy than they actually are. But now you might be wondering, there are some people that do actually achieve this success. Some people actually own everything that they show you. Some people are as successful as they say or are portrayed to be. And what about them? Well, guess what? You're actually not prepared for the answer. Those people have something you don't. They have sacrificed more than you. They were actually willing to put in the work to get that certain position because that was their definition of success, and they wanted it so bad that they were willing to sacrifice and do whatever it took to get there. See, what they've done is sacrifice just more than you have, and therefore they wanted that life and they got it. And you wanted your life and you have it. But this leads into, what is actual success? Success is not a one-size-fits-all. My definition of success and your definition of success might be completely different. That influencer you might look up to, their definition of success might be 1 million per month, and therefore they put in the input to get to that level. Working 12 hours per day for 2 years and losing all your money, not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, is the sacrifice that they were willing to make to actually get there. And maybe you aren't willing to make that. Maybe you don't even want that. Maybe for you, success is 10K, 30K per month, living the way you want to, making 10K per month, but having to work only 2 to 4 hours per day is a life that you'd rather have. If you want to live that nomad lifestyle, for example, living in Bali, training Muay Thai on the beach, drinking coconut water, then you can live that lifestyle. That's great. But then don't feel offended or don't feel a certain way about some guy who's in a Bugatti in Monaco. That guy just wanted to get that lifestyle. Therefore, he sacrificed or put in a certain amount of work that isn't required for you to live your lifestyle, but is required for him to live his. You may not feel successful in their position, and they won't feel successful in yours. But that's okay, because they are who they are, and you are who you are. So firstly, ask yourself, what do you actually want? Ask yourself these 3 questions so you can find out what is it that you truly want and what does successful life look like for you. Ask yourself, who's around me? What do I see? And how do I feel? Try to answer as descriptively as possible. That way you can actually get the best idea. Try to make sure that you can actually visualize every single thing. That way you'll be able to really truly think of the life that you want to live. But then the next question is, what income do you need to make per month so that you can actually live that successful life for you? This will actually make you realize maybe it's not so much. Or maybe it's actually a lot more. But now knowing what the lifestyle is that you want and what income is going to take to get you there, you need to find out what can you actually do to make the income to provide that lifestyle. Maybe it's e-com. Maybe it's video editing. Maybe it's being a lawyer or a doctor. Maybe it's running consulting, coaching, whatever it is. You need to find out what it is. Of course, find something that you actually like. Maybe you already have a skill in those areas. Maybe if you have a good physique or you already have some skill in somewhere else like sales, then you can go into high ticket sales or become a coach. That way you can actually build the life that you want, making the income that you are able to genuinely earn with your business or high income skill. If you feel fulfillment in what you do and you are truly happy and you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose, then I think it's worth pursuing. Then I think you've actually achieved success. But just remember, when you're trying to achieve success, you don't actually have to sacrifice the things in your life like your values, your morals, even people to actually get there. If you're honest with yourself, the right path will just reveal itself for you. But success can also entail cutting off things that you were doing before. But this time, it won't be for someone else, but it will be for yourself. Now, to achieve success, you need to be willing to make the sacrifices to actually get there. But you'll also come to realize what you want will differ from what other people want. And that's completely normal. What you want might be completely different from your family. Working a 9 to 5, going to college, going the traditional route, getting paid maybe 4 figures to potentially 5 figures per month might not be for you. Maybe you want to live on the edge, scaling multi-million-dollar companies, just like me. That's fine. But you need to realize that there's going to be a certain amount of work and sacrifice that's required to live that type of lifestyle. And if you aren't ready for it, then you're not going to make it. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. All these sacrifices and different struggles that you need to go through will make you a completely different person. But do you think that this person is sat there playing video games all day, doom scrolling, or eating junk food? On the flip side, do you think this person is sat there watching successful people all the time and looking at the lifestyle that they could be living whilst not even taking a step to get there? I've been in both positions, and I can tell you truthfully that it sucks and it's a struggle. But the only way I got past that was by actually utilizing this. I want you to go back to the notes that you made on your dream life and being successful. If you haven't already made those notes, then feel free to rewind to do so right now. I want you to think about the dream person or persona that actually achieves that dream life that you want. Now I want you to take the principles of the dream life and combine them and create a persona or a person that actually is living this life, making that income or having that skill that's actually providing the lifestyle. Think of a person who's living this lifestyle, but don't just jump to throwing in your favorite influencer. Think of you and what you would truly want. Now create and mold the persona of the person who's living this dream life by answering these questions. What does this person think? What do they do? How do they approach failures and setbacks? What are they doing to level up on a daily basis? What are they thinking that I don't think? What am I thinking that they don't think? What are things that they do that you don't do? And what are things that you do that they wouldn't do? Lastly, what are 5 action steps that you can actually take right now to becoming this person? This helps you to craft the person that you want to be and give you an actual action steps on how you can actually become that person. But none of it will work out if you don't understand this one thing. Guess what? This person is you, just in the future. You are them and they are you. Do not detach yourself from becoming this person. If you truly stick to everything that you say that you're going to do, then you can truly become this person in no time. But don't be discouraged when it doesn't happen immediately, as success will take time. If you resonate with this, I invite you to do this one thing. After you've gotten the insights on what social media wealth actually looks like behind the scenes, you get to see how you can define your own success, and you've also gotten to have the action plan on building that success for yourself. I want you to do this. For the next 90 days, just completely commit to taking all the action that you said that you will do. You've gotten the life, you've gotten the income, you got the skills, and the person that you need to become to achieve your dream life. There's nothing else. Why wait? Go after it. And if you're actually ready to build real wealth online, I've actually made a blueprint on how anybody can make at least $100,000 per year with real skills and real online businesses. No hype, just value. You'll find the link pop up right now. Watch it when you're ready to take control of your life. Remember, I want you to succeed, but you're the only one who can actually make the change in your own life. So feel free to like and subscribe and continue this journey of self-improvement and helping you to generate wealth online. As always, have a good one.